Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all something from the bottom of my heart. Success is not about luck. It's about showing up every single day. Now, I know some days you don't feel like it. Some days your body's tired, your spirit's weak, your mind says not today. But let me tell you the truth, those are the exact days that matter the most. Discipline is the foundation of success. Your feelings don't decide your future, your habits do. Most people think that success is about having talent or waiting for the right time or feeling inspired. But real success, the kind that lasts, doesn't come from how you feel. It comes from what you repeatedly do day in and day out, whether you feel like it or not. The difference between people who win and people who stay stuck isn't intelligence or ability, it's discipline. It's a decision to get up and keep moving forward even when nothing inside you wants to. Every day, life gives you two choices, to stay comfortable or to grow. And the truth is, growth never happens in comfort. It happens in those early mornings when your alarm goes off and you feel like hitting snooze. It happens in those late nights when no one is watching and you're still working. It happens in silence, in sweat, in effort. Discipline is not something you're born with. It's something you build like a muscle. And it starts small. It starts by showing up when you don't want to, by saying no to distractions, by keeping promises to yourself. Because every time you make a choice to follow through instead of giving in, you're building strength. You're teaching your mind that it doesn't run the show. Your vision does. Your goals do. Your future depends on it. Too many people live their lives ruled by how they feel. If they're tired, they quit. If they're discouraged, they stop. If it gets hard, they change course. But the people who reach their goals understand that feelings are temporary, but results are not. You don't need to feel motivated to take action. You need to act, and motivation will follow. Habits are what shape your life, not moods. When you wake up each day and make the choice to follow your plan, to stick to your values, to pursue your dream, you're stacking bricks. One brick at a time, you're building the foundation of your success. It's not dramatic. It's not always exciting, but it works. It's steady. It's powerful. It's the quiet force that turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Think about every person you admire, any leader, any entrepreneur, any athlete, any artist. Behind their public victories are thousands of private battles. They showed up when no one was cheering. They practiced when no one believed. They kept going when the reward felt far away. That's discipline. That's the work no one sees, but everyone feels when the results show up. And that's what you need to do. Build habits that push you forward. Create routines that support your growth. Make discipline your default setting, not just something you use in emergencies. Your life is shaped by what you do consistently, not by what you do occasionally. You can want something so badly you can dream about it, pray for it, talk about it. But if you don't train yourself to show up and do the work daily, that dream will stay a dream. Your habits are either working for you or against you. And every day, whether you realize it or not, you're making a choice. Either you're building the life you want or you're delaying it. Discipline isn't glamorous. It doesn't always feel good, but it's the only way to turn your goals into reality. When you rely on how you feel, you leave your future up to chance. When you rely on disciplined action, you take control. You become the driver, not the passenger. You stop hoping and start doing. You stop wishing and start building. You stop being reactive and start becoming intentional. That's the power of discipline. That's why your future depends on your habits, not your feelings. Showing up daily builds mental resilience and consistency, which separates winners from dreamers. There is a clear difference between those who merely dream and those who make those dreams come true. And that difference lies in the ability to show up day after day, regardless of circumstances. When you commit to showing up every single day, you're not just practicing discipline, you're strengthening your mind. It's like building a muscle. The more you push through discomfort, the stronger you become. Mental resilience is not gifted to anyone. It's earned through repetition, through facing challenges and refusing to quit, through doing the work even when nobody's watching, clapping, or recognizing you. That daily grind, that daily showing up is what forms the core of your strength. You cannot become unshakable overnight. You have to be tested. And those tests come wrapped in silence, boredom, fatigue, setbacks, and failure. And still, you show up. Consistency builds trust in yourself. The more you follow through on your commitments, the more your mind begins to believe that you are reliable. That belief becomes power. You stop negotiating with yourself, stop making excuses, and instead begin moving with purpose. Dreams are easy. Everyone has dreams, but only a few are willing to pay the price, and that price is called daily effort. You will not feel inspired every day. Some mornings, you will doubt yourself. Some evenings, you will be exhausted. But every time you make the decision to stay consistent, to show up when it's hard, you're building armor on your mind. You're developing the ability to keep going when others fold. That is where greatness begins. In the quiet moments, when you choose action over excuses. It doesn't matter if progress feels slow. What matters is that you're moving. 1 inch, 1 step, 1 repetition at a time, you're separating yourself from those who simply dream. The winners understand that progress is rarely exciting. It's not viral. It's not flashy. It's often unseen, repetitive, and even boring. But that's the price. Success doesn't ask if you're in the mood. It demands commitment, and that commitment is proven in the way you show up, not once in a while, but every single day. You show up when you're tired. You show up when you're doubting yourself. You show up when it's raining, when it's hard, when no one else is showing up. Because the habit of showing up is what creates champions. Most people are defeated before they begin because they wait to feel ready. But you will rarely feel ready. Readiness is a myth. The mind will always seek comfort, always tell you to wait, to delay, to stop. But the people who achieve greatness have trained their minds to move despite discomfort. They know that by simply showing up, they win half the battle. The more you show up, the less resistance you feel. You start to create momentum, and momentum is a powerful force. It carries you through the valleys and over the mountains. It turns effort into habit and habit into lifestyle. The goal is not perfection. The goal is consistency. Perfection is fragile. It breaks under pressure. But consistency is resilient. It bends, adapts, and keeps going. When you show up daily, you create identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who does hard things. Someone who keeps showing up when others quit. That identity shifts your entire life. Your standards rise. Your vision sharpens. Your confidence builds. You start to expect more from yourself, and that expectation is what elevates you above mediocrity. You cannot fake resilience. You cannot fake consistency. You have to earn them. And you earn them by doing what most won't. That's why winners and dreamers live in two different worlds. Dreamers talk, winners act. Dreamers hope, winners show up every day, no matter what. You won't always feel motivated, but you must always remain committed. Motivation is a beautiful thing when it shows up, but it's not something you can depend on. It's unpredictable, emotional, and temporary. It's the spark, not the fuel. Commitment, on the other hand, is the decision that you made long before the mood ever showed up. It's a vow you take with yourself.